All right, guys. So welcome to the live session here with your host Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Hope everyone had a great day so far. So today is what is it, November 19th? Is that it? 2025. So let's get it. So let's start with the news calendar as we do at the start of our lives. So in regards to the news calendar here, we do have the FOMC minute meeting at 2 p.m. As you can see, we have President Trump that will be speaking here today, later on today, and we do have FOMC right here. Trump should be speaking here at around 12:15 p.m. So right at noon, and then we have FOMC meeting here at 2. There was a report here that maybe the Chairman Powell will resign today. That was a rumor, so we'll see exactly if it's gonna be be real or not. But that's the rumor. So we'll see exactly if the price of the indices specifically will increase. But other than that, we had some British pound news earlier this morning here. We had CPI year to year. That was 3.6, 3.5. So that was, I think it was positive here. Yep. So that was positive here overall. And euro, we had the current account. So that was positive also. Yeah. So 23.1 billion. We're expecting 15.9 billion. Last one was 11.9 billion. So that's perfect. And other than that, we don't have anything else here overall. Yeah. So everything is good. We had crude oil inventory here today at 10:30. So if you're trading crude oil, just remember that. And later on, we're going to have a lot of FOMC meetings here after the before and after the FOMC meeting minutes. All right. So that's perfect. Next, we're going to be looking at the app. So this is the app that I created here to provide you with the trend in the market, with starting with institutional liquidity. If you have that account, that app, you may have seen that most of the alerts were resetted. I was doing some updates here yesterday, and it resetted the count of alerts. I think overall we had over 560 alerts when I was looking at my admin dashboard in total here since we started the alert app. Now everything reset. So for now, we only had 6 alerts here for today. So that was 6 total, and that includes Asian session. So for today, we only had 4. So since London, we had 4 signals. So we had German for a buy. We had Euro 50 for a sell. We had German for a buy also. So we had 2 buys here on German. And then UK 100 for a sell. So that's good. And then at the bottom, you have the TV economic calendar. So to provide you with the impact news here for the day. Since we're the 19th here, we don't have, we only had the pending, this one here. But tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of news here. So be careful for tomorrow's news event. Hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. Next, we're going to look at the indicators here on TradingView. So we have Nova. So it's a trend indicator here, providing with the trend in the market. If it's bearish, you're going to see buys. If it's bullish, you're going to see sells. So pretty straightforward here. Straightforward the indicator here to use. Next, you have. I'm going to go back here. So this is the MTA V5, the version 5 that provides you with the last 5 days of open daily open close of the previous daily opens and close. So you see here levels here that we may start to reach out, and pretty much is pretty on point here in regards to levels here if we want to go higher. So if we're starting to go bullish, those will be the levels that we may start to breach to the upside. So that's going to be interesting here to look at. Next, we have FVG, fair value gap. So provided with a fair value gaps in the market. So we have a lot of bearish fair value gaps here since the start of that bearish trend here that we had since Thursday. So we're going down. And if we go on the left side, we do have a lot of movement here. We may have the next point here to look for is this one. So if we want to push lower, we have that fair value gap here. That is a bullish fair value gap. So we're almost there. So if that's the case, we may start to have a bounce to the upside here. And the fair value gap is off of the 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour FVG. Then we have POC and VWAP, point of control and evaluated average price. So basically it's provided with where we're at. So if we're lower below the point of control, this is this line here, the point of control. And the VWAP, evaluated average price. So this is based off of the previous day's volume and price action. So if we're trading below, that means that we're bearish. If we're trading above those levels here, that means that we're bullish. So we're almost at a point that the price may start to go higher. So we'll see exactly how it's going to go. So when it's going to break down and do a retest to go up, that means that we're going to be going to the upside. And then we have, I'm just going to go back here. We have Nova with EMXAI. So this is basically EMX is an average directional index indicator. There's a specific pattern that I'm waiting for, and this is one of the first indicator that I was using manually before creating that indicator. Is I was waiting for an actual pattern on the ADX that will provide me with the directional bias here for the market. And as you can see, the last signal here was a buy. For sure, the stop loss is as educational purposes only. But if you have taken the buy here, you always put your stop loss at the previous swing low. So this is this one. And if you haven't taken that trade on the upside, you would be well in profit here on Russell, especially here. And then went back down and started to go up, but that's pretty much the same level here. So always when you get the alerts here, make sure to look at the previous swing. This is where you should put your stop loss. Like I said, the stop loss that you have here on the indicator is only for indicational purposes only. All right, but make sure to analyze the trend and see exactly if it makes sense to take the trade or not. All right. And finally, we have pivot high low edge. So this is giving you the pivot points here, higher highs, higher lows. And as you can see at this point on Russell, we had a low here. We had a higher low, higher low, higher low. This is the high. Then we went back down here. This low is higher than this low. So that means that we're still bullish here. Right now, we're almost at a point here that the price wanted to break out of this this high when I was going down. So we'll see exactly if price wants to go lower than those levels. So if it goes lower than this level here, the next level that needs to be breaking down will be this one. But as long as it doesn't break this the first the first low, that means that we're still bullish here. All right, so we may go down a little bit more and start to go up, and it's going to break the previous highs here. All right, so pretty straightforward here to understand, guys. And we'll be waiting for signals here. So it's 9:28. So just want to make sure that this is open. Perfect. So I'm still doing some tests in the background here. We have less than 1 minute left for the automation. And yesterday it did well also. I think it did another 10K. So we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna open up. Oops. I'm gonna open up Nova and the point of control. Let me close that. All right. So on our live, we're going to be looking at the. Yeah, make sure that I open up all the signals here. All right, so everything is open. I'm just waiting for it to open up. All right, perfect. All right, so let's look at. So we have US30, NASDAQ, SP 500, Russell 2000, and also gold and German 40. Those will be the indicators here, the signals that we may receive here. I'm just going to close this so I can have less signals. All right. So no signals so far. I'm just going to show you guys. All right, so let me close this. We may have a continuation here to the downside on US30. Can always open up the pivot points just to see. So we did have a pivot point here at the top here. We're on we're trying to switch to a sell. but we have higher low here. So we're just gonna wait it out. So by the end of this week, I think beginning of next week, I'm gonna have the what's it called? The MyFX book, yes, the MyFX book for the test that I'm trading that I'm doing on the automation. It's good to see the money amount, but I just want to see exactly the actual winning rate and the risk to reward. That's really what's important. But I'll show you guys the actual result that we have here. That's a 200K account. I'm just gonna making sure that y'all can see. Yeah, here you go. So those are all of the trades that we had. And this is the balance here after 2 days, so 21K. But the only issue that we had here was the actual calculation of the lot size on that broker. It's more than what is expected here on, let's say, FTMO or any other brokers. So that's like it says 21K, but what's most important is the how many wins that you have and how many losses that you have. So so later on today, I'll create the MyFX book so I could see exactly the actual reading rate and see exactly if it's a profitable system or not. So no signals yet. Now currently I'm looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 account plus my own. And most of the accounts here are test accounts, so I have to monitor and navigate all of them and see exactly what's going on. So let's look at Freetron. So I have to test it out on so US30 is a buy. So we have a buy on US30. All right, so I'm taking a buy here. So US30 is a buy. SSP 500 is a buy. So US30, I'm just gonna look at the the 1 hour. It had a pivot point right here. We went way down right here. So it's looking bullish here. So I'm pretty sure they're done going down. Let's look at the H4. This is 9 o'clock. So let me start to push to the upside. So it's looking at the higher low right now. And if we look at the 4 hour, we're pretty much done here going down, I'm pretty sure, because we have those lows here, those higher lows. So if it wants to go lower, it needs to break those lows, those previous lows on the 4 hour to confirm a bearish movement here. So as I could see, we have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We have a low here. So maybe pushing here to the upside. So we have a gold buy. We have buy on gold, US30 buy. Automation is selling now. Automation is selling now. What do you mean? If it's a buy, everything is a buy, Leon. I don't know what you're talking about. Automation is selling now. Everything should be buying right now. Nasdaq is a buy. So we got Nasdaq buy. So we had all buy signals here. So let's go back here. So we have Nasdaq for a buy, gold for a buy, S&P 500 for a buy, and US30 for a buy. This is what we have so far. Nasdaq, US30. All right, so we're pushing right now on US30. No, I didn't open my Telegram yet. Give me 2 seconds.
Leon Pops FX sent 3 messages.
Hold on. All right, so let me check what you're saying, talking about. So what is that? US30. Is that the one? 191. NASDAQ. 101.
Leon Pops FX sent message.
Hold on. All right, so let's close it out. Like I said, your automation on your on this account, Leon, is not the same as the alerts. So pretty normal. So don't stress about that. You shouldn't be looking at that at all. Just looking at the results. Let me double check. Just gonna make sure that this is open. So US30 by some. Oh man, no. This one's. All right. Okay.
Leon Pops FX sent 2 messages.
Infestriera. So gonna. All right. So it's going right now. So let's look. Let me push that fucking time. Let me close this. Took the buy, took the sell. All right. So won't be long, guys. For some reason, my thing switch. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm just going to repeat again. The automation doesn't use institutional liquidity. All right. So you have to decide based on your analysis. Okay. So the trading, the TV alert app is only for you to take a decision if you want to take a buy or a sell. You have to look at the structure to see exactly, is it going to go up or going down? Like I said, price could continue to the downside. To be able to continue to the downside, continue to the downside, we need to have a break of structure. Okay, so we need to have those pivot points to be breaking down to the downside. And like I said, for the automation, it's not the same thing as the TV alert app. All right. So your automation is based off of, I think it's the 10-minute chart, not the 15. So it's not the same. So you decide which which uh, which if you want to take a buy or a sell. Right now it's playing with people, but right now I'm pretty sure it's going to go up. And as you can see, price is going up right now. But you have to wait for your entry to get in. Like I said, you don't need to go in on the trade when you get the alert. But now it's pushing right now. So US30, another buy. So we have a double buy confirmation. And you see that right now, as you can see, we have a pivot point that is confirmed. So we may start to go higher and break those highs. All right. So exactly. So don't stress. Just let the automation do its thing. So this one. And this one is what they'll be doing. Yes, entry. Mettimo. So we have US30 buy. So it is pushing. So everything is pushing right now. Automation of the LCON 1. What do you mean, Alcyon Leon? What are you talking about?
Leon Pops FX sent a message.
All right, so let's just monitoring my futures account also. Like it stopped me out before that big move. For some reason, I took that buy, but it's all good. I just re-entered for a buy, and we're gonna leave it open. Should be going up until the next couple of hours here. I think we're done going down, so we're clearly bullish here overall. So let's see. All right. So in regards to the automation, it's only used on the MT4 platform for now. For futures, it's I don't have the coding for that. It's something totally different. So, but for MT4, kit transfer that to MT5. Yes, MT5. Yes, MT5. You just need to have the webhook connected. But MT4, MT5 is going to work. But for futures, it's totally different. Totally different. Unless you're gonna get $1 million account on MT4 or MT5, that's okay. But you don't need more than that, Leon. If you're trading off of the CFD's accounts, I'm pretty sure you're going to be making more money than the $1 million account on futures, especially with the automation specifically. So yes, it will work on $1 million account, but not on futures for now. That's going to be a totally different type of coding for it. So we are up. So now we're just going to wait to see exactly if those highs going to be reached. If so, that means they're going to be above the point of control. And if we are above that point of control, we will have a continuation here to the upside. But I could clearly see that it's going to go to the upside here. So that's perfect. Let me check the other automation. So everyone should be in the green. All right, so everyone is up, so that's perfect. Let me look at the other account. That's perfect. All right, so everything is going up. So 10:07. So we are, let's look at H4. So everyone is making money, so that's perfect. So we had that buy here on US30. We had two buys. If I go back, I'm just going to go back here on the TV Alert app. So people were like, is it going up? Is it going? Yes, it's going up. All right. So if we go back on the TV Alert app, I'm just going to scroll up. So let's look at the alerts that we saw. So we had an alert at 9:57 for a buy on US30. All right. We had another one at 9:43 for NASDAQ US100. We had a buy for gold. I didn't look at gold here. We're going to look at it in a few seconds. We had a buy on S&P 500. And we had the first buy here that was US30 here at 9:38. Yeah, 9:38. All right. So all of them are buys. And look, let's look at the structure of each of them. And at the same time, I'm going to look at the Yeah. So as long as they use they allow trade to have EAs, it's gonna work for sure. So let's look at the gold trade that came in, and that was at what time? It came in at gold was at 941 my time. So 941 is pretty much this candle here. This one here. So 941 is at the end of this candle. We had that buy, and if you had taken that buy, you would be well in profit right now. You would be floating in profit currently. All right, same thing for NASDAQ. NASDAQ, we did a big push to the upside, still going strong. And that was at the first 930 candle, near the end of that 930 candle, pretty much here. If I could double check, yeah, 943. So basically at the end of that 930 candle, at this point, at the end, we had that buy and we pushed to the upside. We're still up and we're still pushing to the upside right now. All right. Next, we have US S&P 500. We have a buy, same thing. At the end of that 930 candle, we had that buy. The reason why we had that buy is we had a break of the previous high, right? And we were going to the upside here, all right? And also we have US30. So US30 is pushing right now. So that's perfect. Let me check my my stop. I'm just gonna trail it in profit. All right, and after that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So you had basically two entries here for US30. So you had one pretty much at the start of this candle here. We had a buy here, and then we had another buy here at 950. So basically at near the end of this this candle here. So you had basically two entry points. You had one at the bottom here or near the top of that candle here. And now we're still going up. So at this point, I will keep it open here. We're just, if we go on the 4-hour chart, let's go on the 4-hour chart, guys. 4-hour chart, and make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Doing those analysis here each and every day when I don't have my doctor's appointment for my eyes, so I'm also visually impaired, guys. So for a visual impaired guy that does his own coding and all that stuff, I'm pretty good. All right. So as you can see, 4-hour this is a 4-hour candle. This is 9 o'clock candle. So it will close bullish here. All right. So we still have 3 hours here. So at around 1 p.m., it will close. So that 4-hour candle will close at 1 p.m. So if you took that trade at 9, you could monitor it until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a continuation here to the upside. All right, and I'm pretty sure that there'll be more push to the upside here because we have, let's see here. I'm just going to go on the 1 hour. So we're at the point of control right here. So as long as it's closing above that point of control, that means that we're going to have a continuation here to the upside, right? So everything is looking good here. So US30 measure budget film. All right, so everything is looking good. Everything is pushing here. And remember, we are maybe positioning ourselves to for that FOMC news later on today. So price may start to push, and then it will start to break to the downside after that news event, or maybe we're going to push to the continuation here to the upside. Let me close this. So we are at a point of control right here. Just close my futures account trade. I'm just gonna get out of my drawdown. That's it's most important. All right, so 9:58. All right, so pretty good day. Let me close this. So I'm gonna just all right. So I'm gonna start to close out some trades here. I'm just gonna double check if all right, let me close. All right. That's close. And I'm going to here, going here. Hold on, guys. Just managing some accounts. All right. Perfect. So accounts are secured. I'm just going to make sure that those signals are closed. All right. Perfect. So everything is in the green. So we're going to the upside. So that's perfect. So all of the trades were profitable here for today. So once again, guys, I'm just going to repeat, just to reiterate exactly what we had. So first signal here, we had a US30 buy, and then we had also just gonna share my screen for. So we had 4 signals here, guys. So first signal was US30, 938, US 500, so S&P 500, 939. We had gold at 940.41. We had US 100 at 943. And the last one is US 30 at 957. All right. So we had 5 signals. All right. Basically 4 signals because US 30 was multiplied twice. So you had basically 2 entries to get in for US 30. And then the rest of them went up. My exit point was the point of control. That's exactly what we had. We tapped it and we started to retrace. So that's the reason why I closed the trades. We may have a continuation to the upside, but like I said, on the 1 hour, you see that you have the pivot high here. So you may not go to that point and start to retrace a little bit to the downside and then start to go up. So, and also we have the FOMC later on. So I just don't want to keep the trades open here until then. So that's the reason why I closed those trades. All right. So let me. Oh, I didn't share my screen. 2 seconds, guys. So I could give you the analysis here that I had on those setups here. So like I said, I was waiting for the point of control. Point of control is right here, this line. All right. Price went to this line, and you see that it rejected right away. That's why I got out, and that's why I got out of all of the trades here currently. So I'm out of the market right now. We took those trades here pretty much at the start of the market structure, and we were well in profit. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. So we'll close it out here, guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on this live here, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be back here tomorrow for another session here with Dre Day FX. So hopefully we're gonna have some good setups here tomorrow, like today. So today was a great day. So we'll continue like that. Even automation did well also. We're just gonna continue and pushing forward here. All right. So I wish you a wonderful day here, guys. Have a great one. Peace.